14 years of hard work, practice and dedication condensed into 58 record-breaking seconds.
Nice.
Winning an Olympic gold medal for swimming doesn't happen overnight.
You have to learn how to be comfortable in the water and how your body reacts and what makes you move forward in the water. And that just takes hours and hours of practice, and when you're watching the Olympics, it looks so easy. It's because they're all comfortable and they've played and they've really grown up in the water.
Ready and go.
Growing up in water and qualifying for the national championships is an opportunity enjoyed by only a small group of athletes.
Most of those swimmers come from largely the main metropolitan areas in the country where they have access to swimming facilities, they have access to coaches and their parents who can afford to provide that kind of support.
17-year-old Itumeleng Leseniego describes himself as a mythbuster. His competitive nature in sport and academics won him a scholarship at a private school, and now he's the top swimmer nationally in his age group.
From, well, black people mostly, it's quite unbelievable because they don't believe it, because like I'm just one of them, and they're like, oh well, you know, we know nothing about swimming, well, how come you're different, you know? And then like from white people, yeah, they get a bit of a shock because they don't expect a black person to be able to swim probably as well as I do.
In order for the sport to grow and to lure more children to take up swimming, perceptions need to change.
Because children in black communities have not had access to swimming and learning to swimming, there's been a big fear around getting to swimming facilities or venues. And parents discourage children from participating in any water activity because of the fear of drowning.
Another barrier is access to facilities. This heated pool in Pimville is the only one in Soweto, a township with a population of just under 2 million people. Some young swimmers travel over an hour to get here, and when they do, they need support.
Sometimes there are kids that they don't have a proper swimming costume, they don't have a proper swimming cap, they don't have towels. Then we need to obviously try and source out help, either from the elite clubs, you know, or from the affiliate, to try and help those kids, because you don't want a child to be in the pool and their swimming costume has got a hole, you know, and then the child is embarrassed, you know, in front of the other children.
The number of black swimmers in South Africa has doubled since 2001. That's good progress, but learning to swim is one thing, and committing to competitive swimming is another.
Swimming requires you to train at least 2 times a day, 5 days a week to be competitive. And that puts a lot of burden on parents and families in terms of providing that kind of support, especially if you come from a working class family in the township.
And the costs keep rising. Just a racing costume goes for about 3,000 rand. So what will it take to see more black swimmers in Olympic pools?
I did have a young black swimmer. At one point she was the 3rd fastest in the history of the 100-meter backstroke. I was supporting her myself, paying for her lodging. We had one sponsor, eventually Sunland came on board, and they also supported her, but there was no support from the government. This was a girl that had the tools, she had the talent, she had all the makings to be a legitimate, you know, Olympian, and she eventually stopped swimming. So at the moment it feels like a bit of a shotgun approach. If people do succeed, it's almost despite all the mishaps.
There's a growing pool of black talented swimmers in South Africa. The question is, do we have the will and the capacity to invest in them?